Hey, what is up, guys? Happy New Year. Welcome back to the channel. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are out removing snow because that is just the theme of the season out here. We've got 6-7 inches that started falling at like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. It hasn't been coming down long, but it's coming down heavy. So starting off the New Year's, guys, the first video of the New Year's coming out swinging hard. I got a date for you guys. Y'all gonna join me, especially all of you North Idahoans, across the state, all of you Idahoans. If you guys are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you are from Idaho, you better pay attention. If you know somebody who lives in Idaho, you better shake them and send them this video. May 17th, ladies and gentlemen, 2022, that is the primary election. That is the time that you get to vote for me. So do that. Put that on your calendars. May 17th. That is the primary election. We're going to talk about why it is so important. And this is applicable, I imagine, to most states. It is very applicable to North Idaho because there are so many conservatives in Idaho. And what happens is we get the Democratic Party registering as Republicans for the primary to be able to get in, vote for their watered down candidate. And in a world of watered down conservatives already, that's your rhino. That's the guy we don't want. It is the guy your opposition does want. So it is so important for you to be able to vote in the primary. May 17th, 2022. And it's actually the most important election up here in Northern Idaho, and there's a reason for that because of what I just explained to you. If you win the primary, you basically win the election. You're pretty much the candidate who's going to win. Not 100%, maybe 97%. I don't really know. But that's basically the rule of thumb up here. If you can win the primary, you can win the election, you win the candidacy, you are the representative, you are the senator, you are the man for the job. But the opposition likes to get into the race, and this probably doesn't happen in a lot of places because it's probably a pretty even battle. Your conservatives versus your Democrats, your liberals, whatever. Republicans versus Democrats. Up here in Idaho, up here in Northern Idaho, everyone tries to run as a Republican because you can't run as a Democrat and win. It just doesn't, there's just not enough people up here yet. But Idaho is slowly falling, and that is the point of this video, guys, is to make you realize, for those of you who think that voting does not matter, it does. And that is why the opposition has to cheat to come in and affect the elections. And for those of you who just wait for everybody else to go and vote because, well, we always put up conservative people, that is not the case. Your lack of participation in politics is ruining the candidates that we get to put into office. The problem is people don't care because they think Idaho is set. We're good to go. We're free. We're still a free area. Not true. Get off your couch. No matter what you're doing that day, put it on the calendar right now, May 17th, 2022. Go and vote. Now, a couple of different segment topics, at least one. A lot of people say, I'm not a Republican. I don't identify with a Republican. If you do not, and you're conservative, for all you Democrats, don't register as Republican. We don't want you. If you are a conservative, you want to be in the Republican race, voting on the Republican ticket, because in this area, that's who's going to win. Are you a constitutionalist? Sure, that's awesome. Are you an independent? Sure, that's awesome. But you basically have no say. You don't get a vote in the primary. You're not going to have a say in who's winning. Unfortunately, the two big parties are the Democratic Party and the Republican Party. So for all of you libertarians out there, for all of you constitutionalist parties, for all of you guys who are leaning towards those other groups to make a statement, that's great, but get the conservative in by being a part of the Republican ticket. You guys need to get on there and vote for the most conservative person running, because that is the best chance your state has to be able to continue on in the fashion that we are in the state of Idaho. Now I'm talking to Idaho, guys, but this affects everybody because people choose to not vote. And so opposition will jump in your race, affect your candidate, and then whoever you're voting for in the general election could be the watered down candidate that they were able to control that forces you to vote for. And then you go in there, you vote for the R without doing any background check on your candidate, and now you have just added to the problem that we are seeing in each of these states. Now, this is especially huge in Idaho, guys, because Idaho is such a conservative, just bastion of free people. This area is known for its liberty. This area has been referred to as ungovernable people. This area is known for the people who choose to live free. But the opposition seeks to chip away at that, and you not voting helps them do that. So I'm telling you guys right now, absolutely proven fact. I guess I could post a link. I could post a link to some local Democrats encouraging other Democrats to register in the Republican ticket so that they can vote as a Republican for a watered down Republican. That's how they do it, and then they switch back for the general election, trying to get their candidate in as a Democrat, or they continue to vote for whoever they try to put in place in the Republican Party. We can no longer sit around talking about being a free people. Talking to you, Idaho, because I know how a bunch of you are. I've talked to people and they say, "Oh, I'll fight that fight when it comes to my door." You will not fight that fight when it comes to your door, because there will be no neighbors to stand with you, because you did nothing the entire time other than have a lazy tactic of, when it gets here, I'll fight it. It's lazy. Stop being lazy. Stop coming up with an excuse to not be a part of any solution or any action whatsoever. Get out and vote. On May 17th, we have the opportunity, guys, to put up some of the highest numbers, some of the highest voter turnout numbers in this election because of what I'm going to do right here. I am talking to all of you guys. If you live in the state of Idaho and you are watching this video, get off your butt on May 17th and go vote. There's no excuse to not do it. Take the day off. Go vote. Go party. Go celebrate it. Take your kids to the park. Do something fun. Make it fun, but make it. Make it happen, or you are as big a problem as anyone else coming into this state and choosing to either ruin politics or water down politics that chip away at our liberties and our values and our principles in the state of Idaho, which is the reason everyone flocks here anyway. I don't understand why anyone wants to come in and change it, but they do. And there's plenty of people with big money on the outside who are very interested in the politicians who are elected on the inside. So you guys standing by, not getting in the fight, you're 100% the problem. A little hard truth, a little hard love coming at you right now. Some tough love. Okay? Don't go unsubscribing. We're still buddies. Get off your butt and go vote. And you get the opportunity to vote for me on May 17th. If you're up here in District 1, that's Boundary County, Bonner County, state representative. You guys, make sure you're picking a conservative leader. I know that many of you don't get involved into politics, so you really don't know the candidates beyond going there and seeing, oh, Republican Party, this guy, boom. You know, a lot of people vote based off of name recognition. They'll go there. If they don't know the candidate, they'll just pick whichever name sounds the best because they think that they're all equal candidates. It's not true, guys. You got Democrats running as Republicans. You got watered down Republicans running for themselves. You got big government-backed candidates who are just trying to help their buddies create this big mess at the government level that's trying to just sell us up the river to federal control. You need to be aware of politics. If you move to Idaho because you were getting away from your state that was going down the drain, you better be voting in the upcoming election. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Please understand the tactics that I'm talking about that the opposition is using to overturn your state, the reason you moved here, all the cool things that make it great. Do not let them gain ground. Go and vote. If you would like to support the campaign, I am going to put a link in the description below that's going to give you guys the ability to send some money my way to be able to campaign, to be able to get elected up here so that we can have a truly conservative candidate who's going to stand on principles because he loves this area for what it is. I'm not interested in selling it. I'm not interested in giving it away. I'm not interested in watching it go from a rural country living area to a place full of high density housing. So you have the option, guys, to elect a good representative, good candidates across the board. And as we are going through the campaign season leading up to May 17th, I will continue to tell you guys which candidates I think are good, which candidates you shouldn't vote for, and which candidates are going to be the best. And that list is probably going to surprise you guys because, as I've told you in the past, I don't like politics. I don't like politicians. And just because they're on the same ticket or I even know who they are doesn't mean I'm supporting them or endorsing them. So, guys, stick around. It's going to be a fun season. We're going to make it fun. I got to get back to plowing snow because it is just coming down like crazy here, and I've probably got another 2-3 hours to go. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you on the next one.